Mark Rutte, the NATO chief, who is your friend, he called you daddy earlier. Do you regard your NATO allies as kind of children?
No, he likes me. I think he likes me. If he doesn't, I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll hit him hard, okay? No?
He
did it very affectionate. Daddy, you're my daddy.
People are calling Trump daddy, and it's a global embarrassment.
At the NATO conference this week, a lot of people didn't see this. President Trump met with the Dutch royals. Watch Queen Maxima here. That's her name, Queen Maxima.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
She's clearly making fun of his mouth. She went, doing the Trump lip thing. And by the way, the White House nor the Netherlands royals will comment on this, but she better be careful. She could get a personalized bunker buster from Daddy Trump if she's not really careful.
Where did this all start? Because it's been happening for quite some time.
Glad Trump's here at the moment. It's like Daddy arrived and he's taking his belt off,
When they see peace starting to break out again around the world, they're going to be like, this is the stability that we were asking for. Daddy's back.
Just to liken it to an old parable that you hear, Daddy's home, and things are going to change and we're going to go back to being a strong America.
And when Dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now.
Does anybody else find it weird that these guys hate drag queens so much, but then they will, in the same breath, call another man daddy? This is just the latest symptom of the full-blown cult culture of the MAGA base, where it's not loyalty to a platform or a policy, it's to the man himself. This isn't about tax cuts or border security anymore. It's about showing just how deeply you will debase yourself for the approval of Daddy Dearest. And I don't say this lightly. This is the gayest thing I've ever seen. And I say that with respect to gay people. But these guys hate gay people, and they used to just bend over backwards for Trump's approval. But now it seems like they're bending over forward as well.
You're getting a vigorous spanking.
It's just confusing. It's like 5 seconds ago, Charlie Kirk was saying stuff like this.
We have a male problem in this country right now, believe it or not. We have a serious male problem. And this whole idea of the beta male is like one of the most disastrous, one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. It's okay to embrace the masculine archetype.
Just let me know when you start doing that, Chuckles. And these guys are gonna call me a beta lib because what? I own a Kindle. But this is the guy they put on Fox News in prime time.
I mean, she's going to go from Queen Maxima to Queen Minima if she's not standing on protocol in the future. This is a bad look for a royal or anybody, really.
Yeah, or anybody. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I'm pretty sure that the no kings thing applies to queens as well. And I wish all of everybody in America would remember that we have a no kings holiday, and it's called July the 4th. Raymond, thank you so much.
Yes, having a king must suck. You must have to take the knee all the time. Anyways, go back to calling Trump your daddy. I'm trying to figure out where it started, but I think it started with Tucker saying this.
If you allow people to get away with things that are completely over the top and outrageous, if you allow your 2-year-old to smear the contents of his diapers on the wall of your living room, and you do nothing about it, if you allow your 14-year-old to light a joint at the breakfast table, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're gonna get more of it. There has to be a point at which Dad comes home. And when Dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no, it's not gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this. You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
It's so kinky. It's so weirdly kinky. You guys are against child sex trafficking, but you're going to wholeheartedly applaud for a guy who's gonna give a naughty girl a spanking. But come on, the Daddy Trump stuff, it's so strange. But when you think about it, it's the next logical step for a movement that traded ideology for idolatry. And now can't tell the difference between political strength and personal submission. But they can't get enough of it. I mean, look at the merch. They've got shirts, red shirts with his mugshot in a Shepherd Ferry situation. And the way the shadow is, it looks very Hitler-y. And then here you've got lots of different shirts and sweatshirts about daddy being home. They're going to put this on their body and call him daddy. This one I don't even understand. This is like a Bret Easton Ellis Trump. What, like, he is Max Headroom? It's very 80s. This one's my favorite. I think this one's actually making fun of it, so I might buy it. But I don't want to wear it. Is that weird? Like, I'm not sure what the Trump base does for fun. But imagine going to whatever hoedown or hootenanny with this shirt on, and like, how do they interact with each other? Oh, he you in the ass, he me in the ass. Because when you call someone daddy, that's what it's about. If they're not your literal dad. Eric and Don Jr. have to feel pretty sad about this. Because, like, you know he loves the metaphorical children more than the real ones. Now, I always joke about how obsessed these people are with Trump. And yeah, some of them are clearly all in, we'll say, on Trump being all in their mouth and poo hole. I'm sorry, this is the metaphor these homophobes have chosen. So I'm gonna hit it hard from the back. But there's gotta be levels to it, right? I mean, not every Trump supporter out there is like groping a cardboard cutout. Nope, there it is. There she is. Or like saying that Trump can sleep with their mom.
Is there anything that he could do to lose your support, Danny? Anything at all?
If he slept with my mom, that would probably be, I wouldn't be cool with him with that. But actually, now that I think about that, it'd actually be pretty cool. So actually, probably nothing. No, there's nothing he could do to me.
Oh my God, they're actually like that. This guy's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but then, like, it's like he wants to put his tongue in Trump's cheeks. I mean, they can't all be like this, right? But even the relatively sane ones are quite off the deep end. I give you Jordan Klepper being asked, what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen at one of those Trump events?
I start walking, we find this guy swinging a pitchfork. And I go up to the man, I start talking to this man.
Oh, that's the guy you want to talk to.
That's the guy. I mean,
the guy that's swinging the pitchfork.
We got to make TV here, you know, and that guy's got a pitchfork, he's throwing it around.
Lead with blood, all right.
So we're talking to this guy swinging a pitchfork, and he's ranting about revolution, and another man comes up, he sees the camera, and he's just swearing. He's just obscenity, man. And he's yelling so loud that Pitchfork Man stops the interview, he shushes him, and then he says, this man doesn't speak for me. Which then leaves me grateful to the more level-headed man swinging a pitchfork. Wow. And he makes eye contact with me, and he rolls his eyes as if to say, like, can you believe this effing guy? And I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Like, even this guy is like, these guys are too crazy for me. Can we just have a conversation?
That's right. Not every Trump supporter is literally fine with Trump their mom. Now, their eccentric aunt with the faded Fleetwood Mac tattoos who smells like menthols and Christmas, have at it, Hoss. What possesses these people, right? Some just like the gas happened to be cheaper when he was president. Some still think he's a genius because he's rich. And others just love that he says what they're thinking, even when what they're thinking probably shouldn't be said out loud. Are they deplorable? I don't know. Are their politics terrible? Yes, absolutely. But the real danger isn't in people calling him Daddy Trump or like buying thoroughly ridiculous, sometimes kind of cool t-shirts. Or somehow being cool with the idea of their mom having a one-night stand with him. He's not gonna love her, dude. The real problem is in Trump not only being the mayor of Crazy Town, but turning the whole world into Crazy Town. Because that first clip I played you, that was the head of NATO referring to Trump as daddy. Now, he wasn't saying he's my daddy. He said in the fight between Israel and Iran, Trump had to play the role of daddy, but still, it is a completely whole new level of absurd when Trump is up there having to ask questions about being called daddy during a press conference about the US bombing another country. The Daddy Trump crowd is just the last step in what happens when you build your entire movement around a single person and your undying love for him, rather than any real belief system, because he will take advantage of it. It doesn't stop with the fans in the crowd, it climbs all the way up. I showed you Mel Gibson calling Trump daddy in a very creepy way. By the way, any daddy who comes home and takes off his belt, he better be changing into sweatpants and getting a beer. Because if you come home and you take off a belt to beat a kid, like, you're not really beating the kid, you're beating your uncle for touching you, or your dad for not listening to you. That's not a good parent. Like, you're probably angry about feeling powerless somewhere else in life, and you're taking it out on a small child. But now we have global facing officials officials, elected politicians, white dudes with Beijing in news broadcasts with Laura Ingram's replacement, and they're all laughing as they play along, but they're not victims of the cult, they're its priests. The victims are your neighbors, kids in schools, vulnerable communities, your MAGA family members, and your friends, and me, because I'm your daddy. Don't you understand that? I am so good with children, even grown ones. Anyway, if you want me to sleep with your mom, my wife's fine with it. Just email me at rubbadubbaдаddad@lycos.net. Caveat, we won't be doing a lot of sleeping. She'll just hold me as I cry. Thanks, everybody.